Hello, everybody, and welcome to East West Draftcast Forcing the Issue. I am Jeff McDonald, and today we are jumping into a Swiss queue here because I will be forcing a terrible deck, and I'd like to play all 3 rounds to show you the deck. So, the deck I am forcing today, um, it was brought to my attention by Ryan Hogan from the podcast. If you've listened, uh, he he always tends to find the most ridiculous brews in draft, and he has not failed me this time. He's already given me multiple different ridiculous decks. This is the one that is the most interesting to me so far. So what it is I like to call it a Voltron deck or something similar. It's an aura-based aggro deck that revolves around ethereal armor. Um, that's obviously a card most people don't play. So you can pick up 3, maybe even 4 of them in a draft. And if you go white red, you can then pick up some Pursuit of Flights as well, and you get to build your own little monster. And because the removal's so light in this set, it tends to get there sometimes. It's better than it sounds, which is hopefully what I'll show you here. But that's going to be the deck, so don't fret when you see me pick terrible cards over awesome bombs, because that's just the way this segment goes. So I enjoy forcing the issue with Voltron enchantments. Okay, here we are in pack 1. So we have, for the deck, we have almost nothing. In the white-red version, Bellows Lizard is solid. In the black-white version, Stab Wound is okay. Actually not really great, though. Not really what you want to be doing. Although it is another enchantment, but it kind of disappears immediately. We do have some tickets in Blood Crypt, which might be the thing I take here, because what I'm passing up on is kind of nothing. The person to my left will take Stab Wound, so being white-red might be the way I want to go, and I can probably table this Bellows Lizard, since it's generally a terrible card. But yeah, so I think I'll just take the tickets, and our first pick will actually be our second pick. Okay, here we are. So, the cards to look at are Keening Apparition, Trained Caracal. Yeah, I'm talking about this card. It's terrible, yes, but it works in this deck. And really, the rest is garbage. Palisade Giant is a solid card in this set, but it's not what we want to do. It's cost 6 mana. So I think I'm just going to take the Apparition and hope to table the Caracal, which I think I can. Well, maybe not. There's a decent amount of mediocre cards in this pack, but yeah, I think I can. Okay. More not good stuff. So basically here I'm looking at Explosive Impact or Selesnya Sentry. The best card in this pack is probably Syncopate. Thought Flare being second best. Well, that's not totally true. Explosive Impact is awesome. Depends on the deck. This deck, not amazing. You don't really want 6 drops. 3 power 3 drops are actually fine. So I might just take this Sentry. This way I'm kind of completely cutting white at this point. And that's, I guess, what I'm going to do here. Okay, then we get a foil Martial Law. There's also Fencing Ace. So, Fencing Ace is like the best Voltron target, obviously, double strike. Martial Law is another enchantment and a removal spell. It does cost 4 though. But passing Martial Law is a real signal that white is open, which is not what I want to send. Blue is kind of open with a hover barrier and a stealer here, but white actually looks the most open in this pack. I think I gotta take the Martial Law just so I don't send the signal, but Fencing Ace is just the better card in my deck. Nah, yeah, I'm gonna take the Law. Alright, there's our first Ethereal Armor. We'll take it over everything, always. There's a Pursuit of Flight in here too. Pretty much no way we'll table it though, but that's okay. But Ethereal Armor number 1, welcome to the team. Okay. So here we have some stuff. We have an Electrickery, which is, I think, a solid spell. It works pretty well in this deck because with the Ethereal Armor on the guy, he has first strike, so this will take out the last point of damage without killing our guy. As well as this can just clear the way of little blockers at the beginning. We're not for sure red though, so I think I'm going to take this Sentry in case we come across some Deviant Glees and move us into black. Okay. Yeah, this is just a Bellows Lizard. Pretty easy. Armory Guard, not good in this deck. It's good against this deck. Or it's decent against this deck. But Blister Coil is just not as good as Bellows Lizard. So, Lizard it is. Okay, so we have an interesting pick here. The Sphere of Safety is actually, it like counts enchantments, which is exactly what this deck wants, but it's a defensive card and this deck is just completely aggressive. So it's like kind of this weird interaction that is great and terrible at the same time. I think I'm going to take this Apparition since we want cheaper creatures over the more expensive Racketeer Cobble Brute. But I might play a Sphere of Safety in this deck if I had one, but I'm not going to pass a creature to take it. We did table the Bellows Lizard as I thought, and so that's what we'll take. Looks like green-white is open. Well, this late of a common bond is why I say that, but okay, we got the Caracal back. Perfect. So we're really looking for a lot more Ethereal Armors. We only saw one. But if we see one a pack, that's generally the average that you'll see. Downsize is probably the card that will destroy us. And yeah, people can Chronic Flooding all they want. This is a deck also. This is the Sphere of Safety deck, really. Is the Chronic Flooding Sphere of Safety, where you mill yourself and you kill with Essence Backlash, and you drop a Sphere of Safety so they just pretty much can't attack you because you flood your deck full of enchants. Okay. Got a bunch of garbage here. Let's hide it. Split Crypt might actually be useful, but probably not. Unless, I don't know, there's a pick where we just really need... I mean, we're still not red. I mean, 2 Bellows Lizards does not mean we're red. We could be white-black still. But this deck does not work white-blue or white-green, unfortunately, because their enchantments aren't auras that give pump. Let's look at this cost sort. It's pretty good. Without these Bellows Lizards, it's looking a lot worse. It's really good to have 1-drops, so you can just have the most explosive starts with 1-drop into 2 Ethereal Armors or Ethereal Armor something else. There's a second Martial Law. Actually makes me wish I took the Fencing Ace over the first one. Unfortunately, I did not. But, I mean, it sent the better signal. But, still. It's unfortunate. But yeah, we'll be taking the Martial Law. It's an enchantment and a removal spell, although it's slow, but it's still good. Alright, so actually, Security Blockade is pretty solid in this deck, because it is an enchantment as well as a creature. Although the creature isn't aggressive, it's like kind of the opposite of an aggressive card. Putting enchantments on a vigilant creature is pretty awesome, so this will be the pick. And I will table this lizard again, so that's something. Okay. No ethereal armor, that's not good. Here we have Swift Justice, Keening Apparition, Racketeer, Rogue's Passage. The passage is kind of expensive, but we will get up to 5 mana. Question is that what we want over an Apparition or a Swift Justice? Swift Justice is really annoying against us. I don't want to play 3 Apparitions, but if I just need 2 drops, so I think I'll take the Rogue's Passage. I'd like to try it in this deck. Okay, Ethereal Armor, taking it every time, no matter what, so happy to see it. Yeah, pretty much I'll first pick an Ethereal Armor if I'm going to force this. It's just by far the most important card. Obviously, this deck just loses to Dramatic Rescue or other such cards. So, Launch Party is a possible splash and also a card good against us. Cellar is also kind of good against us, but pretty bad in our deck. Decoy's a good card. I think I'm just going to take this Launch Party. Okay. So this is Cellar versus Eyes in the Skies, which is not really what I want to be doing here. But Eyes is better than Cellar, so I guess I'll take Eyes. I could end up with a Dynacharge at some point, which makes Eyes pretty decent. There's also Traitorous Instinct, actually, which is probably just better. Yeah, I think I'll just take the Instinct. Pretty sure I'm red. Rootborn Defenses is a fine card. It's just for the indestructibility, but it's useful since we have one creature we're trying to protect. We also do have 1 token, but that probably won't get populated by this Rootborn Defenses. But it is a card that is worth talking about. This is a super late Brush Strider. That card's really good, but oh well. And that is awesome. Last possible pick, we get an Ethereal Armor. Exactly what we want to see here. I like more 1-drops. Alright, well, we're not going to play this Avenging Arrow, but it's good against us, so that's what we'll take. We got another 1-drop. And hate a Drudge Beetle. Yeah, I guess we don't want people seeking the horizon. Well, I don't actually care. Probably not playing this Launch Party, but I still don't know. I mean, I'm almost just mono white. But currently I have 6 enchantments showing. 3 Ethereal Armors, Security Blockade, and 2 Martial Laws. Which is pretty awesome. If I get another Ethereal Armor, I mean, I'm running hot. But I definitely need more cheap creatures. ones and twos. I don't really want any more threes. Or I definitely don't want any more threes. Probably not playing the arrow. Probably not playing the launch party. But yeah, if I open like a black demon here or something, I'll take it. I didn't. I opened kind of a bunch of poop. Elocutors is a cool card, not what I want to be doing. Centaur Healer is annoying against this, and we don't like life gain. Explosive Impact is a card that I guess I'm taking, because I don't really care about Swift Justice as much as it, although this is 6 mana, and I kind of wanted my curve to stop at 4, but this pack is just terrible for us. Really don't want another 3-drop. Ugh. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the impact. Okay. Jeez. Not good. Detention Sphere is good. It is an enchantment. I mean, it's possible we could go Azorius. It's funny, I'm talking about this in pack 3. But, yeah, I mean, I don't see another card I want over it. I don't really want Eyes in the Skies. And just everything else is just not happening. We don't have dual color 1-drops or anything like this deck sometimes has a lot of, but yeah, Detention Sphere is what I'll take. Ooh, Hypersonic Dragon. That's a late Hypersonic Dragon. I think I'm just going to take the Apparition, though. I need more 2-drops and 1-drops. And this guy, I mean, what am I going to do? Play 3-color aggro with no fixing? No. Not happening. Jesus. Not good. Not good at all. I'm actually going to take this Dispel here, because I could actually just play Detention Sphere, get rid of these red cards. Getting rid of 3 Bellows Lizards means this deck is terrible, though. But I mean, I don't want a second Rootborn, although it's good against me, but I mean, Deviant Glee is good in the white-black version. I don't have a single black card, though. It's not happening. It's either Rootborn Defenses or Dispel, I guess. Yeah, I'll take the Dispel. Okay, there's a card call. That's what I'll take. And yeah, that'll help. Ugh. God, this has just been the worst. Holy crap, it's terrible. Hate a Centaur Healer. God, how gross. Well, we got a 4th Ethereal Armor, so that's awesome. Really need more 2 and 1-drops. This Martial Law should really be a Fencing Ace. Holy crap, that would be infinitely better in this deck. Yeah, I mean, currently we have like 12 creatures. That's really bad. Ugh. I don't even remember if we can table any creatures. I don't think we can. How horrible. I have to take this. I mean, Dino Charge is pretty decent in this deck, but we don't have enough creatures even for it to be good. So I'm just going to take a creature, even though it costs 5. How gross. Well, we get a Racketeer back. Yeah, I'll probably play that. Well, hold on. Let's show all. Do I have any other blue cards? I have a Hussar Patrol. Nah, I gotta play red. Uh-huh. We just don't have a single double colored creature, so Civic Saber's terrible. Yeah. I guess we'll just take the best card out of the pack. I got the Electricity, that's kind of nice. Could also take this Guild Gate and maybe splash the Tension Sphere. Nah, I'd rather have the removal spell. Well, I hate a Guild Gate. And sure, I'll rare draft. So that last pack was just utter garbage. Just needed 2 and 1 drops, and we got 1. So this will be a kind of slower version of this deck, but it is playing 4 Ethereal Armors, so you will get to see what that does. That's probably not happening. I don't know about that. Yep. Yeah, Bellows Lizard, Electricity, Racketeer Instinct, sadly Batterhorn, Explosive Impact. Yeah, I think we're just gonna throw in a Rootborn, a Rogue's Passage, add 10-6, probably go 9-7. We do have 3 1-drops in red. Almost makes me want to get rid of Rogues and put in 9-8. But the 9-7 is probably good enough. I don't know, do I even need 9 planes? Can we go 8-8? Martial Law's double white, everything else is single. We have 2 Caracals and 3 Bellows Lizards, so I want red on turn 1 more often. But then we just don't need red elsewise, like, at all. Yeah. I feel like I could go 8-8 and it wouldn't be a problem at all. It's tough. No, I'm gonna go 9-7. Alright, so this is the deck. We unfortunately I don't know what happened. Well, I guess white got cut is what happened. I don't know how. We took so many white cards at the start. I guess our white cards that we took were all terrible, but took a Martial Law. Oh god, this needs to be a fencing ace so bad. Oh well. I mean, this deck could do something as long as we hit a 1-drop into Ethereal Armors. But we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enchantments, which is pretty saucy. I mean, when you get a couple Ethereal Armors in play and like a Security Blockade, each one is given +3/+3. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big game. So we will just submit this and see you for round 1.